Hello everybody and welcome. Today is a good day because today we play Heresy. Luca here from MiniWarGaming.com, your host for today, joined by returning guest Josh, and we're going to be doing World Eaters against Space Wolves, Zone Mortalis as well. Josh's first Zone Mortalis game in general. Let's get right into it.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Horus, Heresy, Battle Report.
Let's take a look at our participants. Today, we have the Space Wolves. We've already determined that I will be trying to defend the strategium of this cruiser in space against the World Eaters. I'll be running the Bloodied Claw Rite of War today. My warlord of choice will, of course, be this guy. I love this guy. I've always loved this guy. He is going to be a Jarl Praetor today with a Paragon Blade, naturally, and just a combi bolter. He's never really going to use it, but we're going to keep him cheap, and that's what he's got. His warlord trait of choice will be Crownbreaker. I just really like dueling Space Wolf characters, so give me a little bit of help when fighting other characters. And the Jarl upgrade just gives him counterattack too, if it comes into play. We have a single Speaker of the Dead today. There you go, armed with a great frost axe. Just had to turn him to show because otherwise it was just a silhouette of nothing. I honestly think that's his only upgrade, just the great frost axe. He's already pretty expensive to be a Speaker of the Dead. It's a like unique chaplain and apothecary upgrade for wolves, essentially. I have 3 units of Grey Slayers today. Slightly different builds on them just because that's how the points worked out. Generally, they're all Bolter and Fenrisian Axe. Just built them that way. I do wish I had the combat shields, but it is what it is. This one squad has a Huskarl with a Power Fist. Everything else is just basic loadout, though. A second squad that has a Vexilla, and the same loadout on the Huskarl. And finally, one last squad who runs 15 models, which is the maximum for Zone Mortalis. We have a Vexilla in there, and I believe we have 2 additional Grey Slayers that took Power Fist. It kind of like eats up a lot of points, but I was having a hard time getting a 2K without adding another unit. And again, you want to try and keep your units low because of the reinforcement points and whatnot. One squad of Vargir Terminators with Frost Claws and Power Fists. A very expensive and powerful 10 squad of Deathsworn. Running 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts with identical loadout, so they got the Assault Cannon and a Gravis Power Fist? Yeah, Contemptor Fist with an inbuilt Meltagun. Just your standard Contemptor loadout. 1 per 1,000, as the rules say. Now, I do get a comment every now and then about the paint job on my wolves. Very kind of you all to assume that I'm the one who painted these. That is not the case. This was a talented artist from Greece. Check him out if you're looking for some painting commission work over in Europe or in specifically Greece. The Dirty Brush. Very, very, very good job. Very easy to work with, very easy to talk to. Whereas the bases are from Gamer's Grass. Lots of options on Gamer's Grass. Go check them out. It'll be in the description down below. And that there is the defending wolves on this ship today. The Vilka Fenrica will deal with the World Eaters, ideally with no problem. But let's take a look at the World Eaters.
Hello, I'm Josh, and we're playing World Eaters today. 2,000 points. Berserker Assault Rite of War. First off, we're starting with my Praetor. He's equipped with a master-crafted Thunderhammer, Paragon Blade, and a Jump Pack. He has the Bloodhunger Warlord trait, which allows him to gain wounds for every model he slays, up to a maximum of 6. And he gets an extra movement phase reaction. Right next to him is my Apothecary. He's just got a Chain Axe and a Jump Pack. He's also equipped with Artificer Armor for a 2-up save. Next up for my troops choices, we have 3 Assault Squads with Jump Packs, Chain Axes, Bolt Pistols. To the left here, we have the Rampager Squad. They are also a troops choice in this list because I'm taking the Berserker Assault Rite of War. Almost all of them are equipped with twin Phalanx Blades. I got one guy there with a Exoriator Chain Axe and Jump Packs for the whole squad. Next up for an Elite's choice, we have the Red Butchers. So they all have double Power Axes, and the Devoured, which is the leader, has double Chain Fists. Next up, we have a Tartaros Terminator squad. 5 of them have twin Lightning Claws. We got a heavy weapon guy with a Plasma Blaster Thunderhammer, and the Sergeant has a Chain Fist and Combi Plasma. And we've got 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts. This one here has a twin Las Cannon and Plasma Blaster, and the close combat weapon there is just counting as a Dreadnought close combat weapon. And then the other Dreadnought's just got a Gravis Melta Cannon and a close combat weapon with an inbuilt Meltagun.
Yeah, they're both being played as Gravis Power Fist. One guy just has a fancy cleaver. That there is 2,000 points of world leaders trying to assault my stuff.
There are many people in our community that want to improve their physical health. I asked the question, do you want to have a fitness challenge, and do you want to have a miniature to go with it? And what the community has said is, yes, we want it, and this is the answer to that yes. It is the first Just Move miniature, now available in the MiniWarGaming Forge. By getting this mini, you're making a commitment to yourself that you will just move more. Place this on your hobby shelf when you're painting up miniatures, and when you look up at it, triggers that thought to just move. The movement has started. It is fantastic. We're moving in this direction. We're assembling the berserkers. Join in the collection of skulls. Now back to the battle report.
Today, Josh and I play Strategium Assault. The cumulative efforts of the World Eaters have put a contingent of their warriors within striking range of a vital control center on this frigate. However, the Space Wolves have consolidated and it is heavily defended. The World Eaters must act swiftly and decisively to wrest control from the Space Wolves and claim the prize as their own. The victory condition is dead simple in Strategium Assault. The World Eaters must get one of their units into my deployment zone at the end of the game, with me having no units of my own there. My goal is the exact same. I have to have a unit in my deployment zone and no World Eater units in it. Otherwise, it's a draw. If neither of us have units there, or if both of us have units there, and it's going to come down to our secondary objectives. And those secondary objectives are Counter-Strike, which is only available for myself because I don't have strategic advantage. As long as I kill one of the World Eater units before I lose a Space Wolf unit, I can get a victory point. Champion of Renown, which is if you are able to kill a character unit or character subtype unit in a challenge, you gain a victory point. And Blood Toll is a victory point for every elite and HQ unit destroyed. Otherwise, those have no say or play in the game if the primary objective is achieved for either player. Reinforcement points for this mission, 6 to the World Eaters and 8 to the Space Wolves for defending. Now, we are going to award both players 3 reinforcement points at the end of every turn instead of the normal 2 for this mission, only because we just want to see more units on the table. I know it's against the grain of the core rules of it, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. You just get to see more action. Then, as the player with strategic advantage, Josh has deployed along this table edge on the north end, and me is the defender in these 2 squares on the south end of the battlefield. This mission will involve critical objectives, system override, and counter-assaulting from the flanking battlefield edges. And Josh does have an option to assault my deployment zone for a cost of an additional 2 per unit, I believe. Mission special rules will be system override, lockdown protocols, which allows me, the defender, to lock 3 doors, which you can see here on the battlefield, and counter-assault, which is just allowing both players to deploy units from the flanks. Mine costs 2, Josh's costs 1, and deploying along the opponent's battlefield edge, which costs Josh 3 or 2, and I don't have that as an option. Otherwise, that is it, and we're good to go. Let's see if the Wolves can hold off this Spear Tip World Eater assault. It's game time, everyone! To show off the deployment again, these were my 2 deployment zones. I did not have a talented Dreadnought, so they cost me 2 drops individually, but it gives me the options of splitting them up on deployment. So my Warlord only costs 2 if he's deployed. These guys retinue of our gear there. They're not actually retinue, I apologize. They're just another unit he's a part of. That cost me 4 to deploy them, and then we went back and forth a little bit, but to go over the rest of mine, 2 for this Dreadnought, 2 for that Dreadnought. The Defender is allocated 8 points, so that's all of my reinforcement points, which means I won't be striking first, or the seize the initiative equivalent. I won't have that as an option. And on the other side of the board, Josh, you had 6 points to work with. Is this all 6 points on the board?
All 6 points are here. We got the Praetor with a unit of Rampagers. Because the Rampagers are troops in a Berserker Assault, they were 1 point. He's 2. The Apothecaries attached to them for
That's free. Yeah.
And then the Talon of Dreadnoughts had to be together because they're Talons, so that's 2 just between them. And then 1 point for my Assault Marine squad.
Yep, and now they just acted like a normal Talon as far as we could tell. They just separate like they normally do and run. Of course they do, right? They just, hopefully we did that correctly. Again, a little rusty with Zone Mortalis, but I'm always willing to play it. I love just the entire idea of the mission format. We have our 3 locked doors here, but there is a system override, which during the movement phase, we could both decide to try and hack the system, roll a die on certain 3-up roll. You could gain control of all the doors and unlock them, but it costs reinforcement points to do it, so it's a little hefty.
The way that the World Eaters try to hack the door, they just on the control panel.
And you are lined up perfectly to do it with 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts and a Praetor equipped with a Thunderhammer. For anyone unaware, locked doors have, all doors have armor 10, 3 hull points, and any penetrating hit just automatically causes D3 hull points. You don't roll on the destroyed building thing, they're simply removed. It's not that dramatic when they're destroyed. You simply just burn a hole through the middle of them. And then all doors can be broken, but the path of least resistance is simply hitting the button to open them.
Yeah.
So most doors are open. These 3 you could break and destroy. I don't have to worry about too much of that stuff. And then I got a bunch of my army in reserve. It's going to be kind of expensive to bring in the Death Speaker and the Death Sworn, but after 2 turns, I will accumulate enough points for them, and then the rest are just troops. So I think with maybe 3 around is a little bit too much, but I do want to toy around with it. And I know it's against the grain of the Zone Mortalis rules, but we just want to give it a shot. And if you see that we forgot any of the rules, please do not be shy. Leave a comment down below, point them out, timestamp it ideally, because I don't get to play this format too much, so I just want to make sure I get them right when I do play them. That way it's a better viewing experience for everyone at home. Otherwise, are you good to go first? Are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
All right, so perfect. It's going to be turn 1 for the World Eaters here.
Yeah, so we've got all these units. I'm thinking about trying to do some kind of flanking maneuver with these assault marines, but considering there's no enemies on this side yet, I don't have to be too sneaky there. But for the rest of them, they're going to be plowing forward and seeing how much control they can take of the field here.
That makes sense. They're just going to rush towards the key location, so to say. And here they all are. Now, the one thing to note is the assault team could not activate their jump backs because they wanted to actually progress through doors, and you can't run or use fancy war gear. It lets you do it. Now, I wasn't too sure. I know this is definitely an older edition bias. Jump packs and like bikes were allowed in Zone Mortalis before. Now, bikes I don't believe are allowed anymore. I mean, obviously you can agree with your friends, you can play with them if you want to, but they would always like take dangerous terrain checks for bombing around using their war gear. I didn't notice anything about dangerous terrain for jump packs in Zone Mortalis. I don't know if it's, and I don't think it's like a core rule of the game either. We're not going to play with dangerous terrain anyways, and I think that's correct. Anyways, door is open. They're progressing through. These doors are locked. We are good to go to your shooting phase. I assume you just want to blast the heck out of this door.
Yeah, so I'm going to shoot the door. They're not really going to need to shoot anything, so I'm just doing the dreadnoughts for now.
Gotcha. All right, so which one? Gravis Las Cannon or Gravis Melta Cannon?
Let's do the Melta Cannon first. So the Gravis Melta Cannon is going to be shooting here. It's twin link, so I get to re-roll failed hits, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Playing a lot of 40K's wound rolls. Because there's 2 shots twin linked on his. And we got a black die in there for the Melta gun in his hand. So these are all 2s.
Hitting on 2s there.
Boom, boom, boom.
3 1s.
That's crazy, dude. So the Melta gun misses. And these hit. Good luck.
Twin linked.
What is. Okay, so they both hit. It's strength 8 Melta. So it's only armor 10, so you automatically glance it on a, don't roll double ones.
Yeah.
So pen and pen. So for doors, it's automatic D3 damage per pen, so roll me 2D3, and don't roll the double one. 8, that door is destroyed. We are gonna go ahead and remove that door. We don't have to worry about the, also now the Gravis Las Cannon can fire down the table. And then we have the Las Cannon and the Plasma Blast Gun lined up to shoot right down here at the Varigir. I didn't you know what? I should have expected them to be immediately revealed like this. Well, the Plasma Blast Gun's a little far, but the Las Cannons are not. We have 2 movement phase reactions with Groundbreaker. We're gonna use, well, this is a shooting phase one. Well, I'm still going to use one now. Anyways, it's just displace. It's the Zone Mortalis one. This unit gets to do a move equal to the highest initiative in the unit, -1 because they're all heavy, which is going to be 4 after everything is said and done. Now, you can try to use it to like hide around a corner, get out of line of sight. Not Space Wolves. They're going to use this to walk towards the enemy. And then you resolve the shooting attacks based on their new position and all that jazz. We're just going to go, and we're going to move a little bit out of the way for that Contemptor to get up there. And that is my displace. And now we resolve. Did I get within 18 of the Plasma Blast Gun? I probably did. Yeah, I got within range. That's okay. We're going to be just fine.
So for the Gravis Las Cannon, 2s.
Ooh, good start. And 2s to wound. Oof.
Wounds.
These are instant deaths, so I got to be careful here. We got Cataphracty Plate, so we're hoping for 4 ups. Best of luck to you, Varigir. Oh, right off the
Well
armor.
done.
Bounce. The difference of losing a few hundred points of models or
In
not
one shot,
in
yeah.
one shot. Yeah.
So for the Plasma Blaster, 2s,
Good start.
2 hits, and 2s with breaching.
What's the-
1,
yeah.
and that's now AP2.
And that's probably strength 7.
Strength 7.
Yeah. So
yes.
armor or sorry, invulnerable save. We're good again. Nice.
Nice.
Good stop, guys.
You know, I don't.
That's it for the turn. No charges to declare.
That's it.
Simply just a little too far away, and we're good to go to my turn 1. My movement phase is going to be quite simple. Our brash Praetor, our Jarl of this company, obviously a little overconfident here. Been fighting world leaders before, this is no problem. We're going to move right up to that Contemptor unit there and get within range to declare a... Ooh, but then that guy is going to be there too. Oh, I wanted to do the advanced reaction and get the initiative on the enemy there, but I'm staring down a lot of Rampagers, 2 Contemptors. The Assault Marine's not as threatening, but it's going to be interesting for sure. You know what? I'll think on that one. I'll ponder on that one. We're just going to move our Contemptor. We know that this door is, each square is 2 inches, so we're going to move 8 up to the door here, and we're simply going to open it up. Oh, it's locked. Do I have control over that? I actually probably don't have control over that. We're going to move over to here and simply open this door. It doesn't do much for me, but it gives me an option for later, I suppose. You know what? I'm just going to keep it closed. That way I don't get shot at randomly next turn. But that's where he's going to move to. This Contemptor... I do want to make room for him here. So we are going to risk moving in towards the Contemptors. It does give us an option for no prey escapes the wolf and lets this Contemptor move up as well. But as they move up, Josh would like to react with a suppressive attack.
So I'm going to do suppressive reaction from the Melta-Dread onto them.
Yep. So all this is they're snapshots and they gain the pinning roll.
So the 2 dark dice are the Gravis Melta-Cannon, so they're twin linked. I'll get
Gotcha.
to re-roll to hit. So
Looking
I
for
need
sixes. I see none, but you have the option to get more.
These 2 re-roll.
No.
No.
So
They add
no-
up to 6. But
Yeah, no pinning checks required, but also like a free shot. Well, not free. Do you have 2 move phase reactions with the
Yes.
world leader? So you get to suppress twice.
I can suppress twice, but I don't think I can react to the same unit again. So I'll hold it for that one.
And here comes the Contemptor. We're going to move him up here. No running. I assume you'd like to suppress again.
I'll do suppress with the las cannon.
You have 2 reactions. You might as well use them. We got double 3s there, unfortunately. No hits there, but are they twin linked?
They are not twin linked for those ones, but the Plasma Blaster's in range. I can try those.
Perfect. 6s. Not twin linked.
Not twin
And
linked.
no
so
gets
they
hot.
missed.
All right, no problem. No pinning. Well, not that he can be pinned, but it's just
Free
potential damage, right? Yeah.
Free damage.
I'm gonna shoot your Dreadnought there with my Dreadnought. I have a Melt-A-Gun, which is too far away, but I do have the Carries Assault Cannon. Would you like to displace and move closer, or just this is my only shooting attack? So if you want to move, you can. If you don't have to. Really up to you.
If I displace, I guess that means I would pretty much only get to move closer, which will
You
get
could wiggle
to
sideways a little
charge.
bit if you want to, but
I don't think I'll bother. It's okay.
all right.
Yeah. Branding 6 up.
2s to hit. We got 1 miss with the assault cannon and 5s to wound, but 6s are good. 2 2-up saves, please. The 6s would have got through
2
dead.
plus.
No
good.
damage, and the Melt-A-Gun is too far. Ladies and gentlemen, turn 1 done.
Yeah.
Now both Josh and myself go to 3 reinforcement points. For some movement, they again don't activate the jump packs because they just want to come through this door here. They're making a move for my deployment zone. And then, boy, do we have a couple of dreadnoughts. And oh, yeah. And
These
some-
guys, I spent 2 reinforcement points to bring them on from this edge, and I'm saving 1 reinforcement point for later.
Yeah, so you have 4 next turn. And they ran on the board.
They ran up because their 7-inch move, their initiative's 4, and with Berserker Assault, they get +2 to their run, so they went 13 inches up.
Yep, it's not a bad second wave coming in. I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed. I've kind of forgot how expensive HQs are to bring onto the board, so my Speaker of the Dead is very costly here. So Zone Mortalis games, I got to remember 1 HQ. Everything else is more important, I think. You're going to move your Contemptor up and
Yep.
tempt my No Prey Escapes the Wolf, which I am feeling a lot of pressure on this unit right now, so I'm going to use it, which is a reaction I actually don't get to use a lot. And this is interesting because my philosophy, this is a very powerful reaction. Now, I haven't played a lot of Heresy of late. I played a lot when it first came out. This one always felt like always let your opponent know. Always let them know that you have this one in your back
It's
pocket.
really good, yeah.
So, but what it often ends up, when you're being transparent with it, your opponent just plays around it the entire game, which gives you a lot of advantage. It's like, oh, I never get to use my reaction. Well, no, because they're always trying to play around it. But now, I've always thought, make them use it right away, and then you never have to worry about it again. So now I'm using it on turn 2, and I won't have it for the rest of the game, which feels a little scary, but I'll be able to mitigate some of the shots coming at them this turn, which I kind of like. So yeah, we're going to move 4 inches.
You could always suppress instead as well if you want.
Could. That is true. That's an option.
Don't think that'd be the best choice.
We're going to move these guys there 4, because again, 5 minus 1, they're in heavy armor, and we're going to declare a charge against that guy, which we can't really fail. No prey escapes the wolf. We go 9. Which doesn't translate to like a fancy move. We're just going to get these guys going here, and then the rest are just going to bog down this corridor and do the best they can early. And that's it. There you go. That's my advanced reaction. Done and done. I have no more. I technically have one more movement phase reaction, I suppose, which will maybe be a suppress with one of these dreadnoughts. That's a crown breaker gives me 2. The second contemptor comes up to fill the gap. We are going to suppress him, just to try and get damage on him. Obviously, won't be pinning him. Here are the assault cannon shots, no hits, and the melt-a-gun. Miss. Done. That leaves us with the rampagers, who are going to activate their jump packs and come zipping up and around the corner. Hello. That's how they end up there. No running, obviously. We can go right to the shooting phase. All right, we're going to have your contemptor fire at my contemptor, and I guess I will displace.
I'm actually going to do this one first, I guess, because if you displace from there, then it's definitely won't get to shoot.
Well,
but I guess either way you're going to move, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, if you shoot with them first, you at least get the shot. Because if I displace on him, I'd be able to. So I'll displace all the same.
Yeah.
So we are going to move. I guess if I displace out of line of sight, you're right.
I still don't get to.
So
it doesn't
displace.
matter.
I'll displace over here, so you don't get the shot, and then the contemptor can fire at him now.
Yeah. So the red one's the last cannon.
Gotcha. Pew! Well, those are lots of hits.
They all hit.
And looking for 2s and 4s, I guess. Yeah, we'll do the last cannon first. So 2 wounds from last cannons, and then roll those bad boys up as well.
These need 4s with breaching 4 up. They both breach.
Just the deflector, 5 ups. Boom, boom, boom. We deflect one of them, we take 3 wounds. It was 3 clean wounding hits. Yeah, so this guy shot over here, so no charging. They don't really have a target. So that means we have the Praetor and the Rampagers. Yeah, they must charge, yeah. You could have declared a run if you don't want to charge, though. But I assume you want it.
I do want to charge. So.
All right, roll it up. What do we got?
I need what is that, a 6, looks like? So I get +2 for Berserker Assault.
Oh, how about 11? Now that is them making it in. That's going to be 6 Hammer of Wraths there.
6s.
Not a single one. All right, well, we're going to do this fight first. I charged you, which means, as wolves, our unit goes to weapon skill 6 from 5, because we can't run and charge in Cataphractii Plate. We're going to fight with our Power Fists on the Varagir Terminators. Our Praetor is obviously going to fight with his Paragon Blade, and he'll go first. 5 attacks because we charge. Weapon skill 6 says we're hitting on 3s. Not master crafted because he doesn't get that in Cataphractii. 6 is to wound with the Paragon Blade. Ooh, it's also a murder strike though. So 1 5 up invulnerable save. If you fail, I cut D3 of your wounds away from you. You fail that. So it is a precise strike that takes 3 wounds off of a contemptor. Ooh, that was a clean hit. You get to go next though with your Gravis Power Fist before my Power Fists. And you get 3 attacks back on 5s because we're weapon skill 6.
Nothing.
Ooh. Oh wow, the weapon skill helped. I did forget to resolve impact hits. The Varagir have impact hits on them. I gotta double check though. Yeah, they all have Hammer of Wrath too. Only 1 model made in base contact though. 6s. Oh, 1 2 up save. You're good. And then we attack. They do get quite a bit of attack. So they're 2 base. 1 for having 2 specialist weapons. A Frost Claw is a specialist weapon in addition to the Power Fist, and they charged. That means it's a total of 21 attacks at weapon skill 6. We hit on 3s. These are the elite fighters of the Space Wolf Legion. Oh, that was a miss. Toughness 7? Should be
Toughness 7, yeah.
Should be 3s to wound here, all at AP 2. Mm-hmm. So we have 7 wounding hits. Yep. 5 ups. Ooh, I think we punch you to non-existence. That's a bucket load of 4s.
If only it was a 4-up invuln.
I believe contemptors with their automatic deflectors always explode.
He's gonna blow up automatically. Yep.
Gotcha. So it's D6. I can't remember exactly.
D6 inches.
Oh, 1. So it's just
Just the front two guys. There.
And then your guy in the back as well.
Yeah, my Dreadnought.
So go ahead and roll for my two guys.
2s, strength 8.
Oh yeah, that'll get him. AP, so here is the guy beside the Praetor, please don't die. And the guy beside the Praetor, please don't die, because this would instant kill them. And then I'm going to roll for your Contemptor in the back, strength 8. You are wounded. You take no damage. But we rip that Contemptor to shreds. They're going to take that momentum they just gained and just consolidate ever closer towards our Contemptor Dreadnought friend right here, who is essentially next in line for this nonsense. Me hopes. And we get to go to the much less fun combat for me. We already did the Hammer of Wraths. Yes. I assume, do you want to attack with Paragon Blade or Thunderhammer? Probably Thunder. Paragon Blade does have Murderous Strike, but you probably want to go Thunderhammer if I had to guess.
I think I won't get to Thunderhammer. The Dreadnought will probably be dead first, so I'll just do Paragon Blade.
Okay, fair. Oh, I hate the sound of that. Ooh, and as we're counting up dice here, I realized the Space Wolf achieved Counterstrike. They got the first kill in the game being a Contemptor Dreadnought, which is worth 1 victory point, I should note, and that's the only victory point I can get from that, but that might be a big deal. Okay, Mr. Praetor is fighting with his Paragon Blade, so he'll be going first. Okay, one note about the strike first thing, we could have just done this fight first and this Dreadnought would have died. It will likely die. So if this Dreadnought dies, we're gonna say we did this fight first. I just got excited and wanted to do this one first, so we totally forgot about the counter strike.
I was actually the one excited. I chose that wrong, actually, but it's fine.
When it comes down to like decisions like that, we're not playing competitively. We're just like, this just makes sense to go first. And if the Dreadnought lives, then I will still get my counter strike.
Yes. So my Praetor is going to swing first with his Paragon Blade. He's got 4 base attacks. He has 2 specialist weapons. He's charging and he's a World Eater charge.
Yeah, so they always get 2 on the charge, essentially. You're hitting me on 4s. We're both weapon skill 5.
Yeah, Praetor's weapon skill 6.
Sorry, I mean you're 6. You're hitting me on 3s.
I'm hitting on 3s.
My guy was weapon skill 7. Ooh, Mastercrafted? No, the Thunderhammer's the Mastercrafted.
Yeah.
So we need 6 to wound here. We survived that. Didn't find the sweet spot like my guy, but then we have a bucket load of other attacks from the Rampagers, who are all just built in and rending on their double falchions, is it?
Yeah, twin phalanx blades.
Twin phalanx blades. Sounds like it's a standard phalanx blades.
Yeah.
It should be 31 attacks with the phalanx blades here, and then there's this one dude with the chain axe will resolve afterwards. The champion has an extra attack, that's why it's an odd number. 4s to hit with their weapon skill of 5 on these guys. These are some of the World Eater's best fighters. It was a suspicious roll. Now the scary thing about these weapons is they're rending 4-up, so they automatically wound my freaking Dreadnought on a 4-up, which is and it forces my invulnerable save as well. Looking at, 4s ideally. That's 6 rending hits. Deflector saves. If I fail all these, I'm dead, but I also get to fight back. Yeah. Oh, we make 4 of them. I apologize. That's an insane roll. I only suffered 2 wounds on that guy. There'll be 4 remaining wounds on this guy, but we still have to resolve the chain axe here. Is that the same initiative? Do I have to do my attack?
That one is at initiative 1. I actually have an apothecary who also has to hit at initiative 4.
Oh, okay, we'll resolve him then. What's he got? Chain axe?
Yeah.
All right.
5s.
Oh, great roll.
All right.
6 into wound with shred.
Yep.
I see nothing so far. 6. There it is.
1/6.
A single 2+ save. We are okay. And then I got my Dreadnought attacks before we go to your chain axe. I have 3, and that is it. 4s to hit you. Ooh, I'll hit you twice. And we are going to wound your unit on 2s. These are AP 2. That'll squish 2 guys that are available to fight. Are they 2 wounds each by chance?
They are 2 wounds, so it's insta-killing 2 guys at a time.
That's pretty effective. This Dreadnought's rolling... Wow, the Dreadnought's doing... Actually, yeah, the Dreadnought's rolling like a friggin' god, but it doesn't have that Josh missed half his attacks and then whiffed his wound rolls super bad on the foul axes. But we get to resolve this big fancy axe now. 4s to hit. Bam! This guy's pissed.
Oh, he got all of them hit.
He's strength 6. He wounds on 5s with shred. 1 wound. Shredding it up. Now, these are unfortunately... Oh, jeez!
4.
Oh, wait. Those are all instant death. Now, the weird thing about that weapon is it's only AP 3. There's no rending or anything tied into it as well. So, but every save I fail is actually D3 damage. So, might as well just rip the bandage off, right? And we luckily pass all of them. There's that 2-up save on Contemptors that flare people up so much. You know, let me put in my 2 cents here. Dreadnoughts should have kept the vehicle clause of last edition. Let them be bad. I like them being bad. Immobilize them, make them useless, bring that nonsense back, screw this stupid monstrous creature bullcrap we deal with here. Well, it looks like this Dreadnought held out against all the odds and actually won this combat by, I think, 2? I did 4 wounds to you. And you did 2 to me.
Yes.
That is going to be a leadership check for our friends here, but they're stubborn. What's the leadership 10 stubborn probably?
Yeah, because of the Praetor.
Good luck! Kaboom! You're fine. That's a 9. Again, they're stubborn. They don't care about losing that combat by a couple of there. And I think that's it. You go up to 4 reinforcement points, and we move on to my second turn of the game. Things went swimmingly for me that round, I think.
Yeah, I was really hoping to catch that Dreadnought and just make him worried on that flank. But with that holding, that's definitely going to change the game quite a bit here.
It's a little, yeah, because we got this guy who can dogpile onto there and help out a little bit too. And then these guys, if they could keep that momentum going and tear through another Contemptor, well, then we have a swing in the balance of power. My movement phase, pretty simple. We're going to stay right there where they are. This guy's going to move, but we only go to here. If you'd like to try and suppress him with your Contemptor, because we're going to open the door and we can only really end right there. We have to be an inch away from the enemies.
I might as
Going to go ahead and shoot the back of the Contemptor there, but why worry about exposing my back when I'm just a 2-up armor save in all directions? Rabble, 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 grumble, grumble, grumble. Yeah. I have to get it out of me every now and then. I apologize, everyone. These are 6 to hit with your las cannon.
Yes.
Kaboom, boom, boom. 1 hit. Is it twin linked?
It is not twin linked.
Oh, okay. I keep wondering. It's like the lamlet. That's
And
a wound.
2 plasma blaster shots.
Get him in there.
Missed.
That is going to burn right through my 2-up save. Obviously, Deflector. Brown. We're just welcome to the loop of the dice today.
Nice.
If I wasn't rolling like I'm rolling, I'd be down 2 Contemptors right now. We're going to bring in some reinforcements. I got 3 reinforcement points to use here. And using 2 out of my 3, I'm going to keep 1 stored up. My Deathsworn unit are going to show up without the Speaker of the Dead, realizing that he is probably not going to make his way to this battle, costing 4 reinforcement points. A little too hefty, even with the additives we have at the end of every round. Now, they're heavy armor, so they actually move 7. So they're going to go halfway up this board. Now, they're in heavy armor, so they unfortunately can't run. Not that they could run and open the door anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yep, we're going to see them a little bit later. Hopefully, just kind of proactively deploying them. Obviously, Josh will have lots of knowledge as to where they're coming in from, but... And I'm also going to play, I'm not going to count this as my deployment zone. I'm going to count like the inside generally as the deployment zones, or else like they're going to stand right here. You have to come kill them to deny it. That's not the intent of these kind of games. And then, there's like some talk about this area back here. Me and Josh are going to kind of figure that out later because we both have access to it. It costs him an extra 2 reinforcement points to show up back here. It doesn't cost me any extra, but we could just end up putting a troop unit infiltrating back here. My guys could show up back here and it'd be a wash, and then it'd come down to secondary. So we'll see where that ends up going. I should point out my Contemptor lived. So that means I do get the Counter-Strike victory point we talked about earlier.
On the Thunderhammer. How cocky was I?
I mentioned Thunderhammer, do the Thunder. He's like, we'll do the Paragon. Paragon Blade's good too. Obviously, my guy got lucky and stripped 3 wounds off. You have a heck of a lot more attacks than my guy did on top of that. Well, we're going to go to shooting, which we're going to pass because I have no shooting. I mean, this guy could shoot, but then he can't charge and help out. So we're going to go right to charging. This one I can't really fail, so we're just going to go kaboom. We're going to charge the, what are they called?
Rampagers?
Rampagers, thank you. And then we're going to charge your Contemptor there. I don't believe you have to do the brace reaction because you're fearless. So you don't have to worry about it. Brace just means you're like stubborn and all that stuff. So don't have to roll the charge up. Moved your guy a little bit. We'll go you there, and I don't think... Oh, man. Sorry, it was difficult to do with one hand. I kept knocking the models around. I could not get 3 guys in base contact. Very close. So no impact hits from the second guy. We got 2 coming in.
Hits.
6s. Nothing. We're just going to go ahead and proceed with this fight here. Again, kind of all the same stuff as last time. Praetor gets 5 attacks for charging, 3s to hit. Pretty good start. I need 6s to wound, though. There is 2 of them this time. This Jarl is kind of nasty. 2 invulnerable saves. Deflectors. Failing both. Man, that is 3 damage. 3 remaining wounds on the Dreadnought. He does get to fight before the rest of my Vargear go. 5s. Oh, couple hits. 2s to wound. And they're brutal 3. Or 2. Brutal 3, I think, right?
2.
2 wounding hits. The first Varagir, dead. And the next one, dead. Oh, super dead. He does take out a couple Varagir on his way, and that's the Then. I don't want to lose him, so we'll go ahead and sacrifice that guy. And then the Then will just pile in at initiative 1. That's all. That's 4 less attacks. Per model, I should say. 13 attacks from the Varagir, weapon skill 6. Hitting on 3, not that I rolled a single 3 in there. And wounding on strength 8, so 3s. Boom, boom, boom. And that is gonna be 5 invulnerable saves. You just gotta make 3 of these. How about 1? He does blow up. How far does he blow up? He goes critical. That is gonna hit, okay. That'll be 3 hits on my units there, or 3 hits on my unit. 2s to wound. 2 of them it is. Now I got 2 models I can take this before the Jarl, so I'll roll them at the same time. 2 ups. Oh, very close. Nice. They're gonna hold this pass, and they're gonna keep this momentum going. I don't wanna go too much further than this because they're slow. They have to contribute to the battle. They have to be able to rein it back. And come on, back in, boys, come back. Go too far. Then we can move to this fight where I am initiative 4, but you're Praetor. Do you want to go Thunderhammer this time?
I'm going to do Thunderhammer because getting ahead of myself last time did not work well at all. Do the Thunderhammer every time.
So I'll go ahead and resolve my attacks. I do have to do them one at a time. This guy is weapon skill 6 for charging. This guy is weapon skill 5. Weapon skill 6 Dreadnought gets an extra attack. Okay, you know what? That roll was pretty bad, but the weapon skill 6 mattered. 2 to wound. That should punk one of the Rampagers, but he does get to fight back. That guy's gonna eat it because he's
He'll still get to fight, but
yeah,
he'll be dead.
And then the Dreadnought with only 3 attacks hits twice and 2s to only 1 model. It's gonna be the Chain Axe in the back. And you know what? Maybe more frequent players. What is the point of an AP3 Murder Strike 5-up weapon? I just can't think of an example the target unit wants to go for.
Unless you're fighting Xenos or something.
Unlike, yeah, exactly. We're talking about like maybe some weird Xenos army that you guys have come up with specific like multiple. I just thought of something.
Mechanicum?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it'd be really good against Mechanicum.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all often 4-up, 3-up saves.
Yeah, yeah.
And it goes right through it. Murder Strike. That's actually a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
There he goes. That's the anti-Mechanicum weapon right there. You know what? Probably not a bad purchase if you have Mechanicum. How many of those can you take?
You could do the whole unit of them. You can mix and match any of them. They're like gladiators, basically. They all just have their own like loadouts and stuff.
Okay, I like that. Well, actually, that's like my Grey Slayer is a very similar idea. Yeah,
exactly.
Just they get to pick their own war gear. Oh, you know what? I like that weapon because if you have a few of them, you could like mulch up Marines a lot more likely because these guys are only AP4 but rending. Obviously, the rending is quite good, but inconsistent. Yeah. Whereas that is a lot more consistent.
I think generally it's accepted the twin Phalanx blades are the best.
For sure,
because they're like +1 strength, rending 4-up.
Yeah,
like,
the rending 4-up is
weapons
super strong.
You get a pair of weapons, so you get the extra attack. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
All those models, those 2 models I just killed, get to all fight back. So
this guy actually doesn't because he's unwieldy.
Oh, he actually does die. Yeah, we got him. Eat that, sucker. We'll figure out how you want to divvy these up then. We're gonna resolve most of the attacks onto this Dreadnought with 4 wounds left. And you said 2 of them are gonna attack this Dreadnought?
Yeah, just one guy's attacking there, but he's got 4 attacks.
Okay, that guy there's fighting there. This guy who died and the rest are gonna attack this Dreadnought. But we'll do him first, and then we'll do the individual after. 4s to hit.
Yep.
Good luck. New dice, I like it.
Rolls have been so bad.
We got a theme going on today. 4s to wound with rending, just right to my 5-up save. That is 2. Deflector! Naturally, we make 1. 3 remaining wounds, and then we have the individual model attacking this Dreadnought. 4s?
4s
Yeah,
to hit.
4s. 4s and 4s. We're playing Sigmar here. We got 4s.
Nothing.
Nope. We have the Apothecary's Chain Axe into this front Contemptor. Kaboom. Hey, look at that. We're done. Mr. Praetor! I guess you have to attack this Dreadnought with that Thunder Hammer. Are you only 5 attacks now?
5 attacks now, yeah. I was hoping all these Phalanx blades would kill this one, and then he could consolidate into that one, or pile in rather, and then finish him with the Thunderhammer.
Bad luck with Rampagers
today.
Wait, you're seeing it here live, everyone. Like, Rampagers are super, super good. I don't know what's going on.
You can wish.
That is 2.
Well,
you're up skill 6. 4
yeah.
hits. Yeah. Excellent.
And
excellent.
it's mastercrafted.
Oh, that's true. Fair. Hey, 5 hits. These are strength 8.
Strength 8, yeah.
So
strength 8.
3s to wound then. T7? Are we T6? Oh, it doesn't matter.
T7, yeah.
Yeah, you all wounds. So those are brutal too. Here's 12 saves. Oh, I'm dead. We go explodey now. We're gonna go 2 inches.
Whole unit.
It's gonna hit your whole unit at strength 8. It's also gonna hit my dreadnought at strength 8. Do you hurt my dreadnought on a 3 up? You do. Here's my humble 2 up save. All right, we passed it. A combination of 6 models in range, being the Praetor and the Apothecary involved in there as well. Oh, 4 1s, not bad.
Okay.
Apothecary is gonna tank these because he doesn't really do much in this situation. 1 at a time, Mr. Doctor. Ah, the best doctor. Hey, it didn't matter who they went on. Well, well, well. Can I pull him out without being no problems? Hey, perfect. And then you can just consolidate and into my loving embrace. Going up to 4 wounds on that Praetor because of his warlord trait. Every kill he gets, he goes up to a wound. Is this his wound characteristic cap at 6?
It maxes out at 6, yeah.
Gotcha, so he's 2 away from it. All right, I think that was the tied combat, by the way. I had 4 wounds on my Dreadnought, which he smoked, and I killed 2 Rampagers, which is the equivalent of 4 combat res. So we don't have to worry about, I'm fearless, and that just means you don't have to do a stubborn check. That is the end of my second turn, end of the second round in total. I'm gonna go up to 4 reinforcement points myself. And so far the score is 1-0 for me because I have Counter-Strike. But again, the score only matters if my deployment zone is contested by my units and enemy units. We go to movement. We have some retreating world eaters back here.
Yes, they saw what just happened with there's a fiery debris from the dreadnoughts and everything here, and they're like, okay, we need to try and lure these space wolves back so we can do something a little bit more what they consider to be tactical, because tactically advanced.
I think they're outclassed in the arts of melee here.
Yeah, exactly.
So they recognize that. So we're gonna pull it back a little bit. We're gonna weather the shooting there. Mm-hmm. What do these assault marines want to do?
So they're gonna try and move up and around this way. These guys flanked out here, the red butchers.
Yes. So using 3 out of the 4 reinforcement points, red butchers show up. There are 2 to show up, 1 to show up on this flank or the opposite side of the board, so they're good to go there, obviously just an inch away from me, and we're going to have a conflict over here. They'll activate their jump packs and just approach the door. Can't open it, but they don't really want to. I think that's kind of it. We're good to go to shooting. Yeah. So we're going to fire at my guys here. I will displace them, just to we're going to rein them in. We don't want, we only get to move 4 though. We don't want to deal with overextending. We want to protect our heart right around here. So it'll be 3 shots from plasma weapons. One's a combi plasma. Should be 3s. Hey, they all hit. Excellent. And 2s. Breaching.
With breaching 4 up.
2 wounds.
2 armor saves.
2s. I fail. Take a damage. Alrighty, we have a single wound left on that guy. That is kind of it for shooting. I think we're going to go right to charging, which we only have this one down here. Yeah, and they can't really fail. Roll for fun. Hey, a great roll.
That's
great roll.
A maximum 12 inch because they get +2.
Oh, they get +2, yeah. And then go boom, boom, boom. Actually, yep, he fits in there, and then the rest will just make way. Welcome to the fight, lads. The only thing to note here is these guys are equipped with a war gear called Mira class stasis grenades, which is when they're charged, it's a defensive grenade, so disorder charge. Doesn't affect the world eater trait, but it does affect the other things. And then that's actually it. When I charge with the stasis bomb, I could like actively use it. My weapons gain flashbane and gets hot instead of the disorder charge part. So with the disorder charge, I think the Berserker Rite of War gives you Furious Charge, I believe.
No, it's just the extra movement.
Oh, okay. Well, then nothing to really worry about. I think you just lose the extra attack from the base charge rules, but you still get the World Eater attack because that one cannot be denied. Mm-hmm. 4 dudes with paired power axes should be a combination of 16 attacks in total.
Initiative 1. So I guess you get to go first, though, right?
Oh, I'm also power. I forgot power axes are initiative 1. I'm also power axes.
Oh, okay.
So you go. You get the privilege of going first, I guess.
Okay.
All right, hit me on 3s. I'm only weapon skill 4 inherently if I don't charge. Ooh, good start. These are all power axes.
And I get to reroll because of hatred.
Ah, that's true. They hate everything. Oh, my poor. Oh, okay, well, it's helpful one.
Got 1 extra, but
Strength 5 will be wounding on 3s, and I have no save. Boom, boom, boom. Whoops. That's okay. 9 wounding hits is not bad. That's going to kill 4.5. They'll get the fight, though. I'll actually say the Chain Fist goes first. That'll clear up that awkward half a wound. Chain Fist on 3s. I don't remember the profile of a Chain Fist, if I'm to be honest. It's probably Strength 8, though.
Yeah, it's a double strength, AP2 armor bane.
Gotcha.
And unwieldy.
Yeah.
5 hits.
2s to kill. That will slay 4 of them. That's the 4 he slays, and then I lose 4.5 from the. It just saves you from wasting that half a wound.
Yep.
So then 4 additional Deathsworn are going to go down. 3, 4, and then I have a wound on one of them. And then I'll fight back. All of my guys get to fight back, though, so I have 10 Deathsworn attacking. It's going to be 30 attacks back. We're 2 base. We have a Power Axe and a Bolt Pistol. And you are Weapon Skill 3 defensively, which means I hit you on 3s. Now, my strength is lower to 3, but this unit also comes equipped with Rad Grenades. Well, I bought them Rad Grenades. It's either Melta Bombs or Rad Grenades. I typically Rad Grenades, which means I'm back to winning on 3s. So in the end, it's all a wash. 3s and 3s back at you. I'll do this in a couple blasts of 15 here to see how many wounds I get. Nice even 5 misses there, perfectly average. And then another 5, oh, 6 fails there. So 4 wounds so far. And the second volley. Ooh, lots of misses there. Not ideal, but that's my just desserts. And then another, I think that was a pass. I'll have to double check. I keep hitting a stupid die with my finger when I collect them. Yeah, that was actually weird. I went to check the clip. I did like I knocked it with my pinky, but you can barely tell that I do it, so it was a 5. I swear I don't implement that when I'm rolling dice normally. I don't know how to pull that off. Anyways, 5 additional wounds. 9 invulnerable saves. Every 2 failed is a dead butcher. Good roll, though. I think I only killed 2. Excellent. 2 slew 8.5 of mine, and only 2 butchers go down. There we go. Red butchers showing off how good they are. Ooh, one potentially game-breaking mistake I nearly made there. I have to remember, Space Wolves had counterattack. That's like their entire thing. So I would have had 1 more attack per model there for 10 additional attacks. Same result, 3s and 3s, changes nothing. So didn't really forget it that much. Yeah! Oh, there we go. 1 miss. And, ooh, 1 fail. All right, 8 wounds. Okay.
8 more from that. That's
off
crazy.
Counterattack, I had 9 before. Invulnerable saves. I will slay 1 more Bread Butcher and put a wound on another. There we go. Not so bad. So we're left with Boo Boo. You're going to keep the Chain Fist and the power. Yeah, that makes sense, obviously. Yeah. Chain Fist could be big in this matchup. Exactly. I like that. I like that outcome quite a bit more. So I lost 17 wounds, and you simply lost 7. So I think I lost that combat, but we are stubborn 8 on Deathsworn. That says 7, so we're passing. I think too many things are stubborn. That was a neat little fight. I like that one. Moving on to Darker Horizons. We're gonna go to this fight here. Are you gonna fight with your Thunderhammer? Give me the potential to get a couple kills in there. With my, you could go first with the Paragon Blade and try and snipe him before he gets some attacks in. Or you could just eat the hits on the Rampagers and pretty much guarantee kill him with a Thunderhammer. Yeah. But it's up to you.
We're going to use the Thunderhammer for this one.
That makes sense. I mean, you got enough ablative wounds in there. I mean, they're expensive ablative wounds, but as long as you guarantee you get that Dreadnought kill, it's a big deal.
This squad just deals with the 2 Dreadnoughts. That's pretty good still.
Hey, we both kind of did that. Like, we both had squads that just nuked Dreadnoughts
Even after all the fails and all that, if it still does that, that's pretty good.
That's not bad at all. All right, well, we are going to fight here. You go at the same time as me, and I'll let you get your dice ready. You've got a bunch of Phalanx Blades?
Yeah. Apothecary first.
Doctor. Got a hit.
Oh, we got a hit.
And a 6 to wound with a reroll. Nope. Shred? No.
4 ups.
6 hits. 4 to wound because of rending. That's enough to take him out. Got 3 wounds left. Deflector saves none. He's gonna die, but he does get to attack first. 4s to hit. Ooh, I'll gladly take 2 hits. Can I get 2 wounds though? Oh, just the 1. Is it the Apothecary or just a Rampager?
I'll take off my Apothecary.
Absolutely. And then my guy dies, and let's see how many of your models he hits. And on the 6, I might hit my guys over here. Yeah, see how far it goes. 2, which is going to be your guys, which is 5 models, I think?
Yeah.
2s. You have 5 saves. You got the Artificer armor on your champion there. The other guys have 3-up saves. So you could do these 2 at a time, but you might risk losing your champion. So it's up to you.
Yeah. Well, I guess it'll instant death him too, right?
It is instant death.
So is that 1 at a time?
It's 1 at a time until he dies.
Yeah.
Does the Artificer armor... Boom. It only matters if you roll 2. He's dead. There we go. All right. And then the rest are 3-ups.
3-ups.
I take just the champ. Rampager champion. Boom. And Dreadnought dead, and you may consolidate. Focusing on the mission, going towards the deployment zone to try and lock it down. The 4th turn, which is coming up next, could be the last turn. That is going to conclude your turn 3. We're going to go into my turn 3. You're back up to 4 reinforcement points. Not a whole lot of options on my turn. We're stuck in combat over there. No way to really deal with the Assault Marine squad here. My Praetor is going to move back into the battlefield here a little bit. If you would like to suppressive fire with those guys in response, because that's kind of the only option.
I may as well, yeah.
Yeah, might as well do it. Moving to there and just realizing suppressive fire is only within a foot. We were definitely doing it incorrectly. Really, we shot down the corridor a couple times, but I don't think we actually got any hits.
Yeah,
I don't know if it mattered too much.
Really add up to much anyway, and we both did it, so it's fine.
I was gonna say we both did it as well, so it's in the end it's a wash. I wondered, like, very, very much thought about calling a Bloodied Claw, but I'm gonna save that for the next turn, I think. That's just my like once per game. I also gain fleet, all that stuff, but I don't have line of sight to charge. So I gotta try and get a better line of sight for later. Anyways, I'm gonna bring in some reinforcements. I got 4 points. I'm gonna use 2 of them to bring in a couple squads of Grey Slayers to help protect my deployment zone a little bit. So using 1 point to have this Grey Slayer unit come in from this access point, they're gonna run on the board because they're wolves, just to get a little bit further up here. They're not gonna open the door because they ran, but they can run and charge. And then on the other side of the battlefield, I used 1 point to bring in another Grey Slayer unit. They have a Vexil as well, just a basic squad. They're going to run up there onto the board from the access points down here, just kind of assaulting this area later. And if you come out of here to assault me to mess me up, that's fine. It just means if the game suddenly ends, that unit's not in my deployment zone, and that would be good. Maybe. We shall see. And then I got 2 points left over. At the end of this turn, I'll go to 5, which will let me bring in my Speaker of the Dead and the bigger squad of Grey Slayers I have. No shooting to do. We're going to go right to charging. Just this Grey Slayer unit over to here. I can't really fail. There's no point in rolling. So we're going to end up there. And I'm not going to actually be able to attack with too many guys. It is going to be just like this little perimeter here. Just getting the 1 guy in base contact and 5 supporting models. These guys are just hooting and hollering. They found a lot of Grey to slay though, so they're occupied. And we will simply go right to this fight. These are all unwieldy, but I will have 5 models at initiative 4 attacking. But your web skill, all 3 defensively.
3 defensively, yeah, because they're ravening madmen. My
strength 5 with the Fen Region Axe will go back down to strength 4 though. 3 attacks per model, charging. No reaping blow here. 3's to hit because your web skill 3. It didn't really matter. I rolled 1-3. Normally strength 5, down to strength 4. Oh, wait, didn't matter, didn't roll any 3s. So we have a bunch of 2-up saves, 6 of them. I would love for you to fail 1. It'll make a big deal.
I guess I'll do them on the Power Axe first.
You can do the champion if you want. So you just roll the whole pool, and
I'll just do the whole pool, yeah.
You could just say that you're only gonna. The first fail goes on him. The second fail goes on that guy.
Out, yeah. Correct. Let's do that. Okay, so the Devoured first. 2 up.
Ooh, no damage. Good. No damage. Perfect. Perfect. Then we go to initiative 1. I got a Power Fist I'd like to get out of the way. That is the Huskarl, so he has 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Oh, there you go. 2 invulnerable saves. But you get to fight back, so it's all the same difference. 4-ups.
I'll do this on the Axe guy first.
Sure, yep. Yeah. He'll take the first one. It doesn't matter. Pass them both. And then I'll get my Deathsworn out of the way. 3s to hit. All the rad grenades and all that nonsense is gone, so I need 4s to wound again with the Power Axe. Oh, 3 AP2.
I'll start on the Devoured this time, the champion. So
Champion.
I'll do 2. I guess it is.
It's all the same save. Yeah, you can just divvy him up. That is just the champion. It makes sense the champion can take that wound. So I have done only 1 damage as I go in there, and then you get to fight back with your guys. Do you want to finish off the Deathsworn, or do you want to allocate some attacks into the Grey Slayers?
I guess I have to allocate that now, right? Yeah. So yeah.
We'll do full Power Axe attacks this way, and then
he's gonna do 1 here and 3 on them actually.
Okay. We'll do the Power Axe first to get that 1 wound out of the way. Hitting on 3s. I'm up skill 4. Yep. Cool. Okay.
1.
No more hatred. 2 to wound, or
3 to
5. The 5 wound. That will finish off this Deathsworn. He's already attacked, so I don't have to worry about keeping track of that. And you said 2 attacks from him into the Deathsworn?
I'm just gonna do 1. I set
is
aside the 3 for there.
3 to hit.
So 1 hit.
Hey, 2 to kill. Hey, very efficient.
That was perfectly split.
It was ideal. And then the rest of the chain axe attacks over here. So we're losing by 2 so far. Good start, and 2s to kill. Ooh, just 1. That is going to slay this guy in gray. That's my job. You did 4 damage to me. I did 1 to you, so I lose this combat by 3. Do you have fear on Red Butchers or anything like that? I don't think so. but
No, they do not.
my Var gear have it, so maybe you do as well. Well, good luck to them. We're leadership 8 on that Huskar low front. Lost by 3. Oh, we needed a 5. Yeah, so we rolled a 6. We fail. Now, you are in heavy armor. These guys are going to break and flee. Oh, yeah, they go 10. Boop. There we go. Goodbye, everybody. They showed up, had to fight Red Butchers. They could have. I just needed to do 2 more wounds, and we would have been okay. But you made excellent and vulnerable saves.
They showed up and they just said, nope.
They are. Those guys are free to consolidate. They'll consolidate towards the door, and that is the end of my 3rd turn. Now I'll go up to 5 reinforcement points, and we're on to the potential last round of the game, round 4. Some quick moves. These Charter's Terminators are advancing up the board. They're fast, so they're just back and forth. They're fleet 2, right?
Yep.
This assault squad, so these Red Butchers opened the door and simply walked forward. Impressed they were able to function. Maybe they just smashed the door open, who knows?
Yeah.
So those guys had jump packs active, and they were just like screaming hell coming up through this way, jumping over them. We do have ceilings in this complex, but they could be like 14-foot tall ceilings, you know?
Yeah.
So
the
they
walls
fly,
could be going up higher and stuff.
yeah, they fly right over the Red Butchers, ending up over there with an 18-inch run, and didn't have to worry about opening any doors. Yep. The squad just opened this door and walked in this direction. They haven't moved your Praetor's unit yet. And then this squad walked in by opening the door, and I can do Interceptors. And I think the only reaction I can do is Interceptor, so I'll go ahead and fire that. I got 2 moon phase reactions, so I might as well. It's going to be 20 bolter shots. 3s! Bolter fire. Force to wound. Okay, not a great follow-up. Just 3. Got 1. 1 Assault Marine eats a bolter shot. Bang! Done. And then we can move the Praetor and his Rampagers. And they, of course, activated their jump packs, and they are coming over here looking for an honor duel between your Praetor and my Praetor, and Honor Guard versus Honor Guard. We are surrounded on all sides by World Eaters. There are simply too many of them to deal with, and we've lost a lot of important pieces in this conflict in general. We got a cool fight over here. I'm excited for this one. This will be a cool fight. And yeah, we got some shooting to resolve, though. It's all very like minor and incremental. We got bolt pistols. They might have probably no shooting. Those guys ran. So it might just be this and this. Yeah, we're going to omit shooting just because we don't want to deal with the displace. You don't want to shoot over here either, right?
Same not like they could even displace far, but I just want to catch them. Like, I don't even want to risk them getting closer to the objective area. So.
All right, fine. We'll charge here. That one we don't really need to roll. They did not activate jump packs because of the door right there. They had to activate it. These guys did activate. Did they run? No, they just walked through.
They just walked through because they had to open
either.
the door. Yeah.
These guys ran over there. So where would you like to start charging?
Basically, the 2 actual charges are going to be this and this.
Yeah, because they're in the objective area right now. So if the game ends right now, that is a World Eater victory. Because I am like just surrounded everywhere. We got World Eaters all over the place. Oh, well, I guess I have a unit I can come in from reserve as well still. So this charge here, you can't really fail. Roll it up anyways for the sake of rolling it up. Boom, 5.
Plus 2, so 7, yeah.
Yeah, they did use their jump pack. So plus even more because their jump pack movement.
Yeah.
In they go, and the same is true for these guys. Again, can't really fail lots of these, so we're just going to move them in. And then we're in. I got an 8 if anyone's curious on the roll. Corn loves it. All right, keeping them there. We can go right to fighting. We have impact hits on that fight if you want to do that fight first, or we do the more casual fight on the side here.
Now, there's challenges. You can earn victory points for winning challenges, right? So maybe we should try some challenges?
Yeah, it's risky for both of us because we both have pretty equivalent characters.
Or we could just slice each other, I guess, just like normally.
So we have, if we want to do this fight first, I'd love to show a challenge. Why not?
What is your guy's, the Power Fist
Power Fist dude right there. Just a 3-up save. What do you got for a warrior on your guy?
He's just a chain axe and a 2-up save and a bolt pistol.
All right, I'll issue challenge with my Huskar. Perfect. Absolutely. We're going to throw him up there. We'll just leave the models
fun to
there.
put him up there, yeah.
Yeah, boom. That fight, you can go with your challenge first, then resolve the rest of your guys. My guys don't really get to pile in because they are where they are. Like I got 1 dude with Reaping Blow, and that is it. Get everyone fighting over here except for this guy. Ooh, I did want to do a charge reaction. I gotta look at those for Zone Mortalis. That would have been a brace on these guys here. Leadership check, they pass it, which means if I failed it, I'd fall back D6, automatically regroup. If I pass it, I automatically pass the upcoming morale check I'll have to make for inevitably losing this fight, I suspect. 32 attacks with the charge and World Eater bonus. And then that's not including the champion. The champion has 5 attacks into my champion. The initial 32 on 4s to hit. We're the same weapon skill. About half hit, as you'd expect. And your strength 5 with shred, so 3 to wound rerolling. Chain axes, everyone. Lots of wounds and quite a bit more. 3 more. 5, 10, 12 saves. No 2-up saves, no artificer armor. You slay 3 of my Grey Slayers. But they will be able to fight back, so I have to pull the guys who are engaged in combat. Boom. This one guy in the back is too far away to help after all the piling in and stuff. 5 attacks into the challenge, hitting on 4s and winning on 3s with a reroll. No need. This is where I kind of wish I bought Artificer Armor. Oh, it didn't matter. We're good. Saved ourselves 10 points. Now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys attacking you back. Now I have 3 attacks per model because Grey Slayers do have counterattack built in. Again, this is a Space Wolf thing. So 2 attacks base with Friend Region Axe and Pistol, and the 3rd for counterattack. And then 25 in total because I have 1 model with Reaping Blow. Bam! 4s to hit. Whoosh. 15 out of 25 hits. We were also strength 5, but no shred, just 3s. Oh, the 2s and the 1s. We go from 15 hits down to 6 wounds. No AP. 6 saves. I take 3 of them out. 3 Assault Marines just charge into the axe head of the Fenrisian axe and go down. And then my Huskarl tries to take you out. Yep. Also got 3 attacks because of counterattack, but 4s to hit. Ooh, 2 of them do hit. And your guy is smushed twice over, so he's worth 1 extra. And a victory point. Smashed him. Now let's put him back to where he was. Aha, he was right there. With these guys in contact with him. And the champion was just technically there. Combat resolution. I killed 4 of your models, but 1 was an extra kill in the challenge for 5. And I got an idiot with a flag in this unit for 6. You killed 3 of my models back, so I win by 3. You need your 8 down to 5. Yep. Whoosh. Ooh, that's a fail. And then we can do sweeping advances now. There's something about Zone Mortalis and sweeping advances. I'll look it up if it matters. I got a 5. You got a 4. I think I just win.
So you catch me.
I think we both get like +1 modifiers to sweeping advances, or the winner gets a +1 modifier. It doesn't matter. I got a 5. Even if they weren't swept, chances are they're running off the board all the same. So we are going to be able to consolidate our unit 4 inches. They're going to take this momentum and keep on running with it. That was a great fight for them. All right, well, this flank went well for me at least. And, well, I got this fight here to resolve. Oh, boy. Obviously, you can't resist on camera a Praetor fight. So you're going to issue a challenge with the World Eater Praetor. I will accept with my Space Wolf Jarl. Put them in base contact. They were fighting. This guy was in base contact over there. That guy's lingering on that side. He was actually in base contact over there too. Not that it matters too much. Anyways, guess question, our Praetors go first, but the question is, do you want to fight with the Paragon Blade or risk it for the instant death Brutal Tooth Thunderhammer? But if I get a Murder Strike and you fail that invuln save, it's all over. So it's really your call. Oh, you get to choose what you want to go for.
Yeah. Either way, I'm initiative 5 or with the Paragon Blade.
Yeah,
we both AP2
fight at the same time.
We fight at the same time. So let's do that. I'll go Paragon.
Paragon Blade, that makes sense. It's the Praetor fight time. I got 4 base, but I do upgrade him to be a Jarl to give him counterattack 2. Just feels right to have counterattack on my Space Wolf characters. And you have, 4 base, 5 for charging, 6 for being a World Eater. You'd have a 7th die for having 2 specialist weapons.
Para weapons, yeah.
You know what? Your turn. You take the honors. You go first.
All right.
I do have a Warlord trait that's very relevant for this fight as well for any viewers. Crownbreaker. I'll explain it in a second here.
And so we're both weapon skill 6 here, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So 4s to hit.
Mastercraft.
1.
Oh no! Not 1 hit. No.
Gosh.
Wounds on 3.
3 up.
Oh, that's a murder strike.
Strike. Instant death. AP2.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. I do get to fight. Hopefully we just kill each other. Hopefully we slay each other here, because that was unfortunate for me too. So I have, so Crownbreaker would have given me a 5-up feel no pain in that relevant fight, in addition to preferred enemy. I have 6 attacks hitting you on 4s, rolling 1s. I have quite a bit of hits. These both miss. These are 3s to wound you, re-rolling 1s. I have I think this weapon is Murder Strike 5 up. It's only 6 up, so 1 instant death, and if you pass that, 2 invulnerable saves.
All right.
Good luck! I failed mine. Can we just mutually kill each other?
All right, instant death. 4 up.
Oh, yes!
Made it.
And then you just have 2 basic invulnerable saves. We should fail one of those.
1.
Okay. So you don't have to track it because you're going to heal a wound and lose a wound.
Yep.
So you're back up to 4, essentially, of your 5 wound characteristic. And unfortunately, you also gain a victory point for winning the challenge there. So that's a wash for our victory points there. Very good maneuver there. And then with the Rampagers, I'm going to fight with my Power Fist on my guys. I don't really need to do Lightning Claws. Or, I guess I'll fight with my Lightning Claws, actually. It makes sense, too. Because you're only 3 up armor save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fight with Lightning Claws. So we'll just go at the same time. Which means my guys get to pile in. Boom, forgot about that part. Yep, you go ahead and do your Rampagers first.
Getting on 4s.
Ooh, good start. Rending 4s. 4s to wound.
Really good.
That's a damn good follow-up. Vulnerable saves. My armor holds up. I lose 2 of my guys, but they get to fight. One guy was wounded from earlier. But he'll go down, and he'll go down, and then we're left with our Then. This guy did have Reaping Blow with his Frost Claw, so I got to keep that in
Just still
mind.
get to fight with that.
So we have 13 attacks because of counterattack, hitting on 4s. Not a bad roll. Well, pretty close to half. And we are strength 4, so 4s to wound. We do have Shred. Yeah. So I is going to kill 2 of them. 2. So they go down, my guys go down, and we are left with a Then and this guy. Boom. He just gets his wound back, and a sad, sad Then he is. Definitely lost that fight. I did like 1 on your Praetor, 5 wounds to you. You did 4 to my Praetor, plus an additional 3 on my unit. So we're stubborn 9 with our Then, though.
And stubborn.
Stubborn
9.
No problem. That is going to be the end of your turn. Things are looking grim for the Wolves. We are down our Warlord, and we are down, I think we're tied. I'm actually winning secondary points because I got Counter-Strike.
You got that first
but
one.
we
yeah.
both have a challenge win.
Yep.
So that's a wash there so far. I mean, we got some hope. My only avenue of approach is my next unit bombing up this way on turn 4, trying to cleave through these guys, and then just jumping and moving around and trying to get into a scrap over here while not losing. But I think we can kind of maybe make that work. We got these idiots running in here too. So we'll try and have them do some nonsense as we go to my turn 4. My turn 4 is quite simple. This Huskarl unit is going to... They can't run in open doors, so they're going to move their 7 and just pile through this corridor and just get, in this deployment area in case the game ends. It could be... Actually, yeah, if the game ends here, I technically win. Because I had the 1 extra victory point, unless you can force a challenge here and win that fight to make it a draw on the secondaries. Yeah. And I have to rush up here and issue a challenge as well. So it's all about like challenge rushing at this point. It's kind of funny. Should also make note, it's very important we keep track of the HQ and elite kills for blood toll. You got an HQ kill on me, I don't have one on you, and our dreadnoughts are a wash. So the game is currently a tie, all things considered. Upon readdressing points, Josh and the world leaders are at 5 points. He's got 1 HQ, 2 elite kills, 3 elite kills actually for the Deathsworn for 4, and he's got the 1 challenge kill for 5. I have the 1 challenge kill, the Counter-Strike kill for 2, and I killed 2 of your dreadnoughts that are elites.
Yeah.
So I'm down by 1 point.
Just ahead by 1 for me.
If this Then can weirdly stay alive and just make 4 ups, I doubt it, but maybe we'll get lucky. And then if I could take these guys out, that's an elite kill and a challenge kill. Yeah, we got some potential here. That's if assuming the game ends here and we got units on both sides. Anyways, I'm going to bring in my reserves. I have 5 points, so I'm going to bring in an HQ for 4 and my Grey Slayers for 1. They come running onto the board. They go 11 inches when they run. I mean, I guess this is the turn I'd call the Bloodied Claw. It is it's only going to help these guys out. I might as well use it now. It'll last for a round and keep them fighting for a little bit. So it's going to give me, Fleet 2, first of all. I'm not going to bother moving. I don't care. I'm not going to bother them. They get +2 when they charge. And then plus a combat resolution and stubborn. And if they already have stubborn, they're fearless. These guys do have stubborn because of the Speaker of the Dead in the unit. So they'll be fearless for this battle round. Now we're going to use an interceptor reaction against them showing up here with their pole pistols.
I think we'll see.
7 shots on 3s. 3s and 4s. Oh, only a couple misses. 4s to wound. And 2 saves it is. 3 ups naturally. Dead. It's a stray bolt pistol shot. We'll take out this guy right in the middle. I could shoot. Oh, that's risky. These guys can snap fire their bolters. There's only 2 wounds left on them. I don't want to risk killing them and not being able to charge. I need to issue a challenge to get victory points. We're not going to shoot there. I have no shooting over here. So I'm going to go right to charging. I'm going to declare a charge into the Red Butchers.
Well, if you want to shoot them, I can use my advanced reaction to charge you.
Oh, I would also. Even more reason not to. I forgot all about that. Good point. Good point.
That's why you don't shoot them.
We ain't shooting nothing. We're just going to declare a charge. We get +2 to this roll for fleet. And we are good to go. Wow. Would you believe I made it in? And they are braced. You don't even need to brace, I guess. They're fearless already. So
exactly.
No need to really react. Obviously, we get bottlenecked by the corridor here. We get to fight in 3 ranks, essentially. These guys back here ain't fighting. We're going to go right to this fight. I will issue a challenge. I think the Great Frost Axe is unwieldy. I mean, we're kind of stuck fighting with unwieldy guys here.
I'll accept with my devoured if you're going to challenge.
Yeah, I kind of have to. Your weapon skill 5 on him? Oh, but I hit you on 3s. And you
still hit me as if
4s.
I'm weapon skill 3.
I want to lose my chaplain. My Huskarl will issue the challenge. I'm a little too afraid because he's an HQ. He gives up a victory point, an additional victory point if he's dead. I mean, obviously, if I lose the challenge, I give up a victory point as well. But it is what it is. And actually, the damage might spill over into the challenge and kill him anyways because there's a lot of Fenrisian axe attacks. Anyways, disregard that. It's time to fight. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys with Fenrisian axes attacking, which will be 21 attacks.
A lot of work.
3s, because you don't want to defend yourself, and we do have a hatred. Oh, sure, everything. Well, 20 hits. I don't think I finished a single sentence in that last clip. Anyways, that's the drop die. That obviously doesn't count. I need force to wound you because you're 1 degree harder to wound, and my weapon gives me +1 wound effectively. Anyways, 9 wounding hits, no AP. 2 ups. You fail 1, which can't go into the challenge, so we get rid of the Power Axe guy. Remove him, no problem, no problem. And then we go to the challenge. I'll let you go first. I want to see if I'm sad or not. Hit me on 3s, kill me on 2s. Yeah. All right, you hit me 3 times, and you kill me 3 times. All right. Here's my hypothetical invulnerable saves. Yeah, I would have died. Huskarl hitting you back on 5s. Reroll everything, actually, for hatred. Nice. 2s to wound. 3 invulnerable saves. All right, we're probably just going to trade each other and get nothing.
4+.
Kaboom.
Yes.
Oh, unreal. Actually,
that's a game-changing roll right there.
With that, I can concede the game as it is now over. You're fearless. I'm stuck in combat there. I just lost an additional victory point there, which I cannot recuperate. We're going to do this fight here as well, but that is mathematically over, sadly, for me. I have nothing else to bring in. Losing a turn being stuck there is end of the game for me, sadly. Fearless! So powerful. Very good.
They're just too crazy. They're
triple 4-up invulnerable save.
Angry man, too angry to die, basically.
I should have gone with my, I was too afraid to give up an additional victory point. I want to see where this fight goes. I'm obviously going to issue a challenge with my Fen. Your Praetor has got to accept it. I assume you would like to fight with your Paragon Blade. I'm going to fight with my fist. I have only 1 chance to kill him, and that is a Power Fist. Assuming this goes well for me, I can still win. But this is not mathematically likely to work out.
Yeah. And what's your weapon skill?
5. I didn't charge.
So hitting on 3s.
Boom.
4.
Okay. I think it's 3s to wound me.
2.
Instant death. I gotta do that one first. Invulnerable save. Oh! And? Oh! Nice. I made my saves also. I get 4 attacks back at you. 3 base plus the 2 specialist weapons. Hitting on 5s. We miss. Okay. I might be playing a little bit too much old world. I believe you can actually fight into challenges still. So your Rampager there gets to fight in, and my Speaker of the Dead here gets to fight in. That means that the game is not necessarily over either. So let's see what you got with your Rampager first, and we'll go back to the Speaker of the Dead. 3 attacks on 4s. All right. Back to the Speaker of the Dead, who should have 4 attacks for charging with his Great Frost Axe. Hitting on, he's up to skill 5, so we need 4s to hit. Reroll for hatred. And strength +2, but you're -1, so I'm strength 6 down to 5, 3s to wound. Just AP 2. So 2 invulnerable saves. Can you make them both?
4 up.
Made 3 earlier. Can you make 5? Oh, he dies.
Down.
But it's only worth the 1. All right. So that does adjust the victory points a little bit here. I didn't win a challenge because I attacked from outside of the challenge. Now, the special rule, the secondary for Champions of Renown, which is it says whenever an enemy champion or character model is removed as a casualty whilst in a challenge, it awards a victory point to the other person. That doesn't feel correct. I would only take... Now, granted, you're probably saying, well, Luca, take what you can. I love not taking things that don't feel narratively accurate. That guy won the challenge, you gain a victory point, and then my guy, after the challenge, said, well, here's an easy kill.
Yeah.
But it's not a champion of renown. That is not a deed worthy of a saga. So that is going to give Josh a victory point, and I do not get a victory point. All right, you have to excuse me, guys. I'm a little rusty with the Heresy. Great Frostblade is not unwieldy. All that means is I just killed your guys with him, and my guy is alive. My Huskarl's alive.
Yeah, because my...
Yeah, because your guys wouldn't have had a chance. So I probably would have issued a challenge with the Huskarl to begin with, because he is...
Because he has AP2 at initiative, right?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I probably still wouldn't have risked it. I would have just issued with the Huskarl if all things went bad. It's easy enough. All I do is put my Huskarl back, and we move up, and you don't get a victory point, which is good for me.
Yeah.
And we'll consolidate a little bit further. We'll keep him back there, because we're going to put the Huskarl back. Apologies, everyone. Stay the game fixed. There we go. All is well on the frigate. I think that's all the same over there, though. So no victory point adjustments. That is simply the end of my turn, and then... Would you like me to roll, or would you like yourself to roll for the 2-up as the game end?
You have the dice in your hand, so I'll let you drop that dice.
We're gonna roll over here in this thing.
The game ends.
Oh, unreal! Wait a sec. Does that mean I lose?
I think you just lost.
I think so. You have a unit in my deployment zone. I have a unit in the deployment zone. We're gonna recalculate all the points because I didn't get any points there. I didn't kill your guy. Your guy was in a challenge. He died, not by the guy who challenged him. So, I mean, rules is written. Maybe I get the point. I'm going to say I don't get the point. And that is a loss for the Space Wolves as they were unable to hold off the World Eaters from getting close to the critical location. They're trying to get past this door and this access point back here. It's essentially, this is part of the room they're trying to get to. It's like a big control room back here. They're able to break through. Look, they are teeming in numbers. We lost a lot of our elite choices, and that's effectively what means we lost the game. We sacrificed too many pieces in trying to hold back the hordes of the World Eaters here. Yeah, you definitely went with like a numbers game. You had a lot of elite, you had some elite pieces, but you definitely had the numbers advantage on them.
Yeah, for sure.
That was interesting to get through. But I would have loved to see this unit get a little bit more action. It's just that extra HQ costing 4 reinforcement points, a little iffy.
Yeah, that caused a lot of problems. They delayed the reinforcements, which is weird because he's a leader. He should be like making it faster.
I know.
I guess he was in trouble with his commander or something.
I think I know going forward, HQs probably not worth bringing over other units. They just cost a lot of reinforcement points. Obviously, like the Warlord, super worth bringing. He's only 2 to drop initially. Everything else is 4. A little costly, but I liked figuring that out. I got to try and remember that in the future. I just really like Speakers of the Dead. They're a great console upgrade for the Space Wolves. It's a console that's a chaplain, but also has an Arthisium for a 5 Feel No Pain on the unit. Great. Well, he's got like it's supposed to be narratively healing bombs that he helps the Astartes heal with, I suppose. Doesn't actually have an actual Narthisium, but mechanically they give him an Narthisium because it's like a 5 Feel No Pain. Maybe they do have an Narthisium, actually. I don't know. All the same, let's go over the victory points again. I got 1 point for the counterstrike. I got the first kill of the game, being the non-strategic advantage player. I destroyed 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts.
I destroyed 2 of your Dreadnoughts, so they cancel each other out.
Red Butchers are elites, aren't they?
Red Butchers are elite. That's another point for you,
That's one
actually.
more point for me. I
that
think
might tie
that's
it.
a tie game. Just to go over the victory points, you killed my 1 HQ, who was also in a challenge. That's 2 points there. 3 points for that Dreadnought, 4 for this Dreadnought, 5 for the Deathsworn. The Varagir, they had the Fen still alive, so he's denying those points. So that's a total of 5 secondary points for the World Eaters. I have 1 point because of Counterstrike. I got that 1 Contemptor kill early on. I won a single challenge against your Assault Marine squad with my guy. That's 2 points. I killed Red Butchers for 3. I killed 2 Contemptors for 4, 5. And...
that's it, I think, isn't it?
And then that's probably it. And that's honestly it for me. I can't think of another victory point. I can't remember another challenge I won. This one doesn't count. That one doesn't. That model, if I was smart and remembered my guy was not unwieldy, then I might have considered a shoot challenge with him, but I still don't know if I would have risked it. because he only does 1 damage each. He's only probably going to get a couple through. You have your 4 up, and then you just one-tap my guy back with the Chain Fist. So I'd rather risk the Huskarl, because if he goes first and kills him anyways, that's still an elite kill. So that's probably the route I would have gone with that guy.
I think you did
anyways.
it right, yeah.
And again, I know I technically killed the model while he was in a challenge, but I didn't do it with the model who nominated the challenge. It just doesn't feel mechanically correct to take that victory point. And that's just me making that up. So, you know, you guys don't have to play with that. I think that's the correct way to do it, narratively. Anyways, that's a tie.
Yeah.
I don't think we double checked. I don't think I got any more victory points in general. Overall, I'm happy it ended on the weirdly one there, because it was the tie.
That was a hilarious one, just showing up like that. Yeah.
Obviously, if you killed that then, you would have won.
That would have changed everything.
That's a challenge and another elite kill for 2 points. Easy win for the World Eaters.
The cool thing is there were so many moments where it's like, oh, that can be game ending right there. Okay, that could be game ending right there, right? And that's what's cool about this format playing.
I like it quite a bit. Adding the extra, getting 3 reinforcement points a turn, obviously helped us get our full armies on the board.
I think that was the right move. Yeah,
that was our goal for this, was to have our full 2,000 points on the board. So that's why we introduced that rule. Normally, you'd play 1,500 points and normally play whatever point. You can play a 5,000 point Zone Mortalis game using the normal rules, but you have to look at the other 4,000 points of your list as like a sideboard to bring pieces on. Do I need dreadnoughts right now? No, I need fast moving infantry, so you bring your infantry in, right? So that's probably a fun way to do it as well. Or you can do 2 different Zone Mortalis games with a 5,000 point pool, and then whatever you pull from the first game cannot be pulled for the second game. So you have to double allocate your resources.
You could do a campaign like that. Yeah.
Exactly, right? You could do a 10,000 point roster. The campaign is assaulting a battle barge, right? Here's my 10,000 points of Marines defending my battle barge. Here's your 10,000 points of World Eaters assaulting the battle barge. But you have to do 5 different Zone Mortalis games. One on the engine, the engineerium, one on the strategium, one at the docks, one, I'm just making up random locations. Yeah. But you can do 5 critical location attacks, and then just kind of figure, what an awesome idea for a quick little, Zone Mortalis games are easy to play out as well. They don't take too much time.
Yeah, you can do them fast, especially at lower points costs.
Yeah, exactly. So just, there you go. If you're looking for a fun way to connect 5 games, I just gave you an idea. I would love to do that, but that takes more than a day to do, so I need a guest for a couple of days. But I do have our Death Guard player, Gavin, coming from the UK next week, and I might be able to entice him into this idea. I have to try to remember it, though. My memory's bad. You think that'd be fun to watch? That may be fun to watch. Here's my 10,000 point roster. Here's my 5 Zone Mortalis games.
Maybe the course of a few videos or something.
It'd be 5 videos. Yeah, it'd be 5 different battles, I think.
That's funny because it'd be like 1 turn of Battlefleet Gothic, basically.
Correct. Literally that you do the boarding action in Battlefleet Gothic. You compare all your modifiers, and then you both roll single die. Yeah. And it represents the entire 5 games going on at the same time there. But I think I love ties. Ties are, when it comes to the old world or Horus Heresy or games like that, I love ties. It means it was a good game. Overall, back and forth. You had horrendous luck in the beginning.
Oh, it was
and
bad.
Then it started coming back. It started coming back a little bit.
Like I was saying, imagine if some of those rolls went better with the Dreadnoughts earlier on.
Oh, you would have sweat me.
These Rampagers would have been rampaging even more, crazy.
I shouldn't say the only reason it's a tie because this guy lived. There's several other reasons, but towards the end, this guy living against the odds was the reason it was all over. Anyways, that's it for this episode, everyone. There will be more Horus Heresy to come. Thank you very much, Josh, for making the trip down to Welland. It is a long drive, all the same, and I always appreciate any guests coming by for the Heresy because we can't do Heresy without guests coming by with otherwise you're just watching the same battle reports over and over and same armies fighting each other over and over again. So we get the variety, we get to see the different legions, and we get to try out different metas, right? Because people have different metas in different areas and stuff like that. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much again. And thank you for everyone tuning in to check this out. I do want to see your feedback down below, what you thought about the game, and any rules mistakes that we forgot to correct. I know there's a lot I at least remembered and was able to retroactively fix, but I'm sure there's a few that snuck in there that we missed here and there, as it is a complicated game. Absolutely. And it happens. I don't think anyone out there plays a perfect game, no matter how much you think you did.
Seriously.
You might forget,
honestly.
I forgot this guy was actually Initiative 5. I forgot that I bought this 5-point piece of war gear that would have made a big difference. It happens, right? And it's just, that's the fog of war, kind of. Anyways, happy wargaming, everyone. We'll catch you all next time very soon.